Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles City at War, issue number 93 from IDW. So, as you guys may know, I'm a huge fan of the Turtles. If you guys can't figure that out yet. Surprisingly, I have not been following the IDW Turtles series. I've read maybe a couple issues and they weren't that bad. I don't know, for some reason, I just never picked them up. But the comic book clerk mentioned that I should try out City at War when I asked about Shredder, Escape from Hell, or whatever it's called. He said that basically things are like ramping up. This is like an event where it's basically almost like a turf war set in the Turtles universe. And I was like, okay, that sounds pretty badass. So yeah, I decided to give it a shot. It's actually pretty damn good. I liked it. But keep in mind that I haven't read previous Turtle stuff, so I'm kind of not the most well known on what's going on exactly. Usually, I have a thing where, like, if I'm going to review something, I try to read every issue before that. Like I did that for what the hell was it called? Oh my god, I can't even remember. Something from Image. But I've done that for like other stuff because I don't know. I always feel bad reviewing a comic that I see like YouTubers like they review a comic but they never read anything previous and then they kind of give the comic a bad review and it's like you wouldn't have given it a bad review if you had read the previous stuff. Like things would make sense. I get the whole Stan Lee philosophy. Every comic is someone's first, but the way comics are nowadays, they're pretty much episodic. A lot of them are, anyways. There's not really that many standalone issues like there used to be back in the day. So I usually try to give comics a fair shot by reading stuff leading up to it so I know what's going on. I haven't done that for this because there's no way I'm going to be reading 92 issues just so I can review this one. Like, that's a lot of time and that's a lot of money. But I figure City at War Part 1, this is the beginning of a new arc. Maybe it's a good jumping on point. According to the comic book clerk, it was. So, yeah, we get Planet Neutrino. I have no idea who these characters are, but they're playing some kind of card game. But we're just going to ignore them because they play no part in this issue, actually. Maybe they will in future issues. But, yeah, we have Shredder with the Foot Clan. So, Shredder apparently is the leader of the Foot Clan. From what the clerk said, Shredder's the leader of the Foot Clan. Kyra, or whatever, Shredder's granddaughter, is the leader of some other clan. And one of the Turtles, I think, are the leader of something else, another group. I didn't really get that from this comic, but that's what they mentioned. But anyways, Shredder is the leader of the Foot Clan. Kyrie or Kyra, whatever her name was, I think it's Kyra. She was pretty much ousted, or she gave up control of the Foot Clan, and Shredder's now the new master. He's the Grand Master, anyways. Meanwhile, the Turtles are like setting up security and stuff like that. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of their designs. Like, some of the characters are okay. Like, Ralph is somewhat okay, but I don't know. Just like some of the maybe it's just the angles, but I'm not a fan of these turtle designs. They're not all that great. I like the ones from Urban Legends a bit more. In terms of design, I mean, obviously the classics, Mirage comics are good, but I would have to say my favorite turtle designs would have to be the 2000. Is it the 2002 cartoon series? The one that actually was a bit more darker than like previous cartoon series. That one I thought did a amazing job with the character designs. I really like that. I kind of wish that we had more of that. This just, I don't know, it feels weird. But we have some ninja action where we have Kyrie. She's like, I guess, leading mutants. I don't know why, but she has mutants and robots and like robotic armadillo and stuff on her team. Sorry about that glare. Maybe if I like go like this. But interesting that we get blood. I mean, I know the comics are a lot more darker than the TV series, but like something like this you would never see in the cartoon series. That's where most of my knowledge comes from. like comics are the original, but yeah, I never got into the comics when I was a kid. I was a huge fan of pretty much everything. I got like everything else Turtles. I got the toys. I got I watched the TV show. I got the movies. Uh, I got the gloves. I got beanies. I got jackets, shirts, pants, board games. I got pretty much everything except I just never really followed the comics. But I'm trying to change that now. I've been reading Urban Legends. I'm going to start probably picking up this IDW run. I've been reading some of the old Mirage comics. I actually got a couple because a previous comic book store that I was in had some of the original Mirage comics. So I got some of those. I've been enjoying that. But, yes, so Kyrie basically, she wants her Foot Clan back. She wants to take the clan back to its former glory, or according to her, its former glory. And meanwhile, we get April, who I guess she's helping run a campaign for mayor. I guess she's not a reporter anymore or whatever. I know that always kind of changed because in the original comics she wasn't a reporter. She was like a scientist or at least an assistant. And I guess her and Casey are no longer together because Casey apparently is dating this girl who it kind of took me a while to figure out that was a girl. I'm just going to skip some pages. But basically Kyrie sends a message by Arrow that she wants to meet up with this lady, with Jenny. And basically, Jenny was like her right hand. I'm not gonna say man. I guess right hand woman. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about in the clan. And once Kyrie left, she continued being basically the second in command to the Foot Clan. And Kyrie, I guess, likes her. Like Kyrie, in the sense that Kyrie believes that she represents everything that she wants from a Foot Clan member. So she gives her a choice to basically join up with with Kyrie and retake the Foot Clan and send it back to its former glory. And when she says no, she will never betray Master Splinter. Kyrie stabs her, and then we get basically a fight. And there's a little bit more, but I'm not going to show too much for copyright and spoilers and stuff like that. I usually tend not to spoil my stuff. I do kind of like this, an oral history of the Ninja Turtles. I haven't read this interview yet, but I don't know. I might read it. It's kind of cool. Like I said, I love the Turtles. So, and yeah, this is the original design for the Turtles. I actually kind of really like it. I like the design. Not too big a fan of the black and white, but I don't know. For me, it's weird. Like in some things, I don't mind black and white because I mean I'm a huge manga fan and I have no problem with manga being black and white. But for other things, it just I don't know. Like for some reason, when it comes to comics, I don't like comics in black and white. Like I've read some black and white comics, I'm just like, I wish there was color. But I've never had the opposite effect with manga. I've never read manga and be like, oh, I wish manga had color. I don't know. It's weird. So I guess is this like other series or stuff? Because Turtles don't really look like this. Casey doesn't look like this. April doesn't look like this in the IDW run. So I don't know if this is like for like previous volumes or whatever. But yeah, there's next week's or next issue's cover. The squad looks kind of interesting. I mean, you got a lobster with a Gatling gun on his back. That's pretty badass. So I'm interested. But Usagi was pretty sweet. But yeah, good series. Well, I'm not gonna say good series because I haven't read the series. Good issue. I liked it. A bit confused on who some of these characters are. But I mean that's my fault for not reading all the other stuff in the series. But even for someone just kind of jumping on, I'm not too lost. Like I kind of can figure out what's going on. So I would say that yeah, this is probably a good jumping on point. You're gonna be confused about stuff if you haven't read any of the previous stuff, but it's not like enough that like it'll ruin the story. You can kind of get the gist of things pretty quick. So the writing was good. Art's pretty decent. Again, minus just the turtle designs. It's just but that's just me. Like I'm very nitpicky. Like some of it looks pretty okay, Raphael, for example, looks pretty fine. But like Leo and Donatello, like I'm just something about their design just doesn't do it for me. I'm not a fan of this. Like I said, I kind of like the move the camera so don't get spoilers. I kind of like the classic old school. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time.